So, hello, welcome to episode 4. It's been a good few months now since I last did a blog. Issues have just come up. I've either forgotten to do one, either my batteries have run out, or I've run out of memory on my camera, so I'm determined today to make episode 4. We are here today at Hunstrete Lake. You might have seen before I've done a few sessions at the Hunstrete complex, but I'm fairly new to this place. This is the hardest lake on the complex. This is about 7 acres, so it's quite big, and the fish in here are huge. The lake record now stands at over 40 pounds. That's a fish called blush. Fish I've been lucky enough to see myself, so I know that fish, but I don't want to catch her at the moment. There's a particular fish that's actually overdue. A fish called Jaffa. Usually comes out once or twice in the winter. It was last caught in October, so she's overdue. She'll probably be 36 to 37 pounds. No, I've done a few sessions on this place with a few friends, but we've only had one fish between us, and that was Luke Nix. He had a fish. It's known as the Hunstrete mongrel, 21 pound 10 ounce. So that was his first 20 pounder. I've been here for about an hour now. Set up in my bivvy, just because I'm not going to be moving around today. We've got a bit of a brisk northerly wind forecast, so I'll keep up to date on that. Sorry, this probably will be a bit of a boring blog, because the chances of me catching something on here is quite low. But I think at lunchtime I might go for a bit of a stalk on one of the easier waters, the runs waters, see if I can get a bend in the rod, and then come back here. So I got my mate Jack. He's fishing over on the opposite bank there. He's done a few sessions up here as well. Unfortunately, also he hasn't caught anything here yet, so he's literally just casting out now. So I'll leave him to that. I'll sit back and watch these rods for a bit. I'll do a bit of a sort of a summary of my past few sessions that unfortunately I haven't been able to blog at some point today, but I've got everything ready. Weather looks prime for it. It's Wednesday the 26th of March, and I usually would be at school today, but school's got a bit of a strike on today, so I managed to get out here and do a day here. So I'll keep you up to date to that, and I'll go through what I've been doing my past few sessions in a bit, so I'll see you in a bit. Right, so I said to you at the start I would take a bit of time out and I would talk to you about some of the sessions I've done in the past few weeks, so I'm going to do that now. So after I took the 4 fish from Newton Park, including my first 20, my fishing was sort of all about the place really, because I had achieved what I wanted to do, really get a 20 pounder. So I just sort of fished all over the place. I think I did a session at... Let's start that again. Right, so I said at the start I would do a bit of summary of my past few sessions after I caught the 20 pounder. So after I did catch the 20, I returned about a week later with my dad this time. He's never really fished the venue, so he tried to catch his first one from the venue. He succeeded. He had a 15 pounder. This is a 15 pound mirror. Actually a fish I caught back in October at 13 pound 9 ounces. So he was really happy with that. And then my other objective for the winter was to catch one of the stockies in Newton Park, and I managed that on the first session as well. So that was actually managed to catch 2, which is really good going considering the lake was fishing really, really hard that day. So we did that. Then really my sort of fishing was sort of all about the place. If I managed to do what I wanted to, which was to catch a 20 pounder and succeed and catch a stocky as well. So my fishing sort of floated around the place. Did a few sessions on the runs waters here at Hunstrete. So did a couple of days, did New Year's Eve and January the 2nd. they both resulted in one fish for me and Dad blanking, which was really, it was good fun. But then and then we returned. I'm just trying to think now. Yes, then we returned again. Yeah, we were just sort of catching odd fish really. And then we had one session on Bridge Pool where I managed, between us we managed 11 fish, which was absolutely mental, and we had a couple of losses as well, so we could have boosted that tally massively. So we did that. Then I started fishing this place, which is Hunstrete Lake. I did a session up here in sort of mid-January. I managed to see the biggest fish in the lake come out. That was a fish called Blush, 39 pound 4 ounces, so absolutely massive. And then that sort of got me started on the place really. It's my third session now. But now then I went back to Newton Park. It's, an absolutely lovely venue, it really is, and I managed to beat my PB again. It was actually on January the 25th, which was my birthday, so we decided on a little day session up there. So it was absolutely brilliant. To start with, my dad dropped me off because he had some stuff to do with work, and he had to get a permit, so he dropped me off. I just sort of sat in a peg. I didn't really see anything show at all. Didn't really see any signs of activity, apart from that one end where actually I've seen activity all winter. And I managed the last fish of my 4-fish catch from there, from swim near it. So when he arrived, we sort of had a bit of conflicting opinions. He wanted to go where the wind was pushing, and I wanted to go up there where I've seen activity all winter. So we split up. We divided and conquered. Took about half an hour for me to get a bite, and that was yet another stocky, which was absolutely brilliant. It really was. And then literally once I had that fish in the net, my dad came up and I sort of recast the rod. It's something that I've been doing all winter now, is recasting the rod with the fish in the net and then sorting it out, because it limits disturbance really with a fish in the net. It just limits all the disturbance that you create. So I did that. Literally rod went out on the spot. Unfortunately went out on the spot second time. I managed to miscast it once, and then it went within seconds. And that fish was special. I knew it as soon as I hooked into it, and about 10 minutes with Dad in the swim, getting the mat ready and telling me, oh no, we need to release the fish. Thankfully we got another net from the anglers down from us, and it went in the net. I knew as soon as I saw it was a 20-pounder, and it went 23 pound 4 ounces. So absolutely brilliant birthday present really. And then since then, sort of my fishing has been a lot more about the place. Done a couple of sessions at Newton Park since. One resulted in a blank, the other one resulted in, I think it was 3 fish. Biggest was a 12-pound common. And then done a couple of sessions on the runs waters, which again ended on a couple of fish. And then until a couple of weeks ago, where it's really sunny. And I know runs waters like the back of my hand, so I said to Luke, I said to my mate Luke, I know exactly where the fish are going to be. They're going to be there. So he believed me. Thankfully he believed me. So we went there and went for a bit of a stalk. Really, we had one rod each. And then within 5 minutes mine was away. Then Luke's was away. We had double take. That day I managed 6 fish and 1 loss, which was absolutely brilliant for a little sort of few hours in the evening. So it's really up to date. There's not much going on here really. I'm tempted to go for a bit of a stalk in about half an hour to an hour. I think I'm going to go for a bit of a stalk on one of the runs waters, sort of wind these rods in, possibly put a bit of bait out, and just go for an hour. Just trying to get a bend in the rod really. I'm going to have a talk with my mate Jack, see what he's up to. Then come back here and try and bag ourselves one of these absolute monsters. So I'll give it half an hour, go for a bit of a stalk, and then come back here. I'll speak to you then. Unless that is, I'll get a fish on stalking, which I'll take the camera with me, so hopefully we'll get one. So yeah, it's been an eventful few sessions for me. Yeah, really, I'm just trying to get a bite from this place. Really, it's known as a really tough water, so I'm not expecting anything too soon. This is my third session now, and I do feel close to a bite, but I'll sort of catch up with you later. Right, so just got back from my my little stalking session, which I unfortunately blanked. All three lakes haven't been fishing particularly well today. And as far as I know, a fish hasn't come out since last Thursday, so it's nearly a week with no fish, which is pretty unheard of for this lake. So stick it out here, about 4 o'clock now, so I've got about an hour and a half left fishing, so might be able to nick one. I might, if I'm really lucky, I might be able to nick another one. So yeah, see you soon. I'll do an end vlog in probably an hour, I would think. So until then, I will see you soon. No. Here we go. First fish out of Hunstrete main lake. The lake's been kind to me this time. Only been 4 sessions to get my first fish, so feeling rather quite chuffed with that. It's weighed 15 pounds 2 ounces. It's not one of the absolute monsters that are in here, but it's a nice start. So just slipping back, see if we can get another one before we have to go home. Right then, you will have just seen I've had my first fish out of the lake, which I'm in a state of euphoria. I really am. It's a particularly hard water, this one, so to get a fish in my 4th session is incredible. You know, a mate of mine, Luke, it took him 19 sessions to get his first fish, so 4 is pretty good going. You know, we're coming to the end of the session now. I think we've got about an hour left, but unfortunately we're losing the light, so I'm probably going to sign off here because I don't think anything else is going to happen today. But now I'm possibly going to be up here at some point in the weekend, so I'll sort of put the 2 videos together if I'm up here at the weekend. So no, I'm really chuffed at that. Also, I'm going to go back to school probably tomorrow or Friday, and I'm going to do a little bit of video about what rigs I used, because I think that's something that a lot of people actually overlook on these sorts of places. So I'm going to sit back, hopefully, just hopefully, might be able to nick another one. But probably until Sunday or Saturday at the very least. I'll see you soon. Late record holder getting beaten up by a pasty.
He's very lively. He is probably about four pounds maybe. Just going over from the main lake. Have a quick bash on there. And I've bagged with him about 2 minutes on the hinge stiff rig. So yeah, can't knock it. He's very lively.
Yeah.
So I'll get him back.
Right then, come to the end of our session completely now. I'm going to sign off here, just leave that rod, I'm going to give it 2 more minutes, sign off here, and then hopefully I'll see you this weekend, and if not, hopefully see you on the bank sometime.